Dear students, welcome back to a new mathematics session. In today's session, we shall discuss a new concept, that is trigonometric equations, and also will discuss the principal solution and the general solutions of trigonometric equations. Let's move on to the topic. Let's begin with trigonometric equations. Equations involving trigonometric functions of a variable are called trigonometric equations. Means that equation will contain a trigonometric function of a variable. In short, if you say it is a trigonometric function is equal to a constant. Equal to is there because it is an equation. One side trigonometric function and another side constant. This is the general form. In short, we can say. Let's take an example. Example is sin x is equal to 1 by 2. You can see here sin x, it is a trigonometric function. 1 by 2, it is a constant. So this is a simple example of a trigonometric equation. Trigonometric equation means equations involving trigonometric functions of variable. So another example, if you take tan x is equal to tan pi by 4. This is also a trigonometric equation because you can see tan x is a trigonometric function and tan pi by 4. Tan pi by 4 means 180 by 4, that is 45 degree. Tan 45 is 1, we know. So tan x is equal to 1, a constant. So this is this format, trigonometric function is equal to a constant format. So this is a trigonometric equation. And if you are asked to find out the value of x here, that process is called solving. If you are asked to solve, then we have to find out the value of x. So once you get the value of x, we can call it is a solution of the equation. Once you get the value of x, we can say it is a solution of the equation. So as far as trigonometric equations are concerned, there are two types of solutions. That is, first one is principal solution and another one is general solution. Principal solution means the solutions of a trigonometric equation for which 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2 pi are called a principal solution. Symbol, in short, if you say, if your solution is within the range of this 0 and 2 pi, closed interval 0 and 2 pi. Closed interval means both inclusive. If your answer means the value of x, what we are getting, if it is between 0 and 2 pi, both inclusive, then we can say that it is a principal solution. For example, let's take the previous one, sin x is equal to 1 by 2. This one itself we can say, we can take sin x is equal to 1 by 2. Here we are going to calculate the value of x. So for what value of x, for which angle, we can say, for which angle sine of that angle is 1 by 2. So it is clear, 1 by 2 means sin pi by 6. Sin pi by 6 means sin 30 is 1 by 2. We know from the table, we can easily write. So x will be pi by 6. So we have got the value of x, means this is a solution. Just check pi by 6. Pi by 6 is clear. Pi by 6 means it is 180 by 6, 30 degree. Clearly in between 0 and 2 pi. 0 and 2 pi means 0. Here 2 pi means 360. Clearly this 30 degrees in between 0 and 360. So this is a principal solution. Then general solution means the expression involving integer n which gives all solutions of a trigonometric equation is called general solution. Generalization, that's all. So the expression involving n, the general solution will always carry an integer n which gives all solutions of a trigonometric equation. This is when you consider this pi x is equal to pi by 6, this is only one solution. Okay, and here general solution, if you check, it gives all the solutions of the trigonometric equation. Make sure that when you write the general solution, there will be a term n. N belongs to integers. So in detail we will be discussing in the future slides about this general equation as well as the principal solution. Next, we will discuss how to find the principal values. The process of finding the principal values we are going to discuss. Before that, some of the basic requirements we have to discuss. We know that x and y axis are dividing the plane into 4 quadrants. The first quadrant all are positive, second quadrant sine and cosec positive, third quadrant tan and cot positive, and in the fourth quadrant cos and sec positive. And also we know about the angles. In the x-axis 0, pi, 2 pi and so on, and in the y-axis pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2 and so on. So these are the basic requirements. By using these only we are going to find out the principal values. For that, some 3 points we have to discuss. Here, from the first quadrant, if you want to come to the second quadrant, what we have to do is pi minus theta we have to do. Theta is the angle. in terms of radians, okay, pi minus theta, or in terms of degree, if you want to go just 180 minus theta. Then if you want to go to the third quadrant, then what we have to do is pi plus theta or 180 plus theta. Just pi we have to replace and put 180, that's all. That means automatically it will be converted into degrees. So pi plus theta or 180 plus theta. And if you want to go to the fourth quadrant, what we have to do is from 2 pi. From 2 pi we have to minus theta, or in terms of degrees, 2 pi means 2 into 180. 2 into 180 means 360 minus theta. So these are the 3 points we have to keep it in mind in addition to the previous ones. First quadrant to second quadrant, if you want to come, pi minus theta, and third quadrant if you want to come, it is pi plus theta, and fourth quadrant if you want to come, it is 2 pi minus theta. So let's discuss the points. If you want to go in second quadrant means from the first quadrant, if you want to go to second quadrant, then it is pi minus theta or 180 minus theta. Then for third quadrant, pi plus theta or 180 plus theta, and for fourth quadrant, 2 pi minus theta or 360 minus theta. These are quite familiar for us, but still we have to just remember in order these things. Then let's take an example. Find two principal values. Remember, principal solution, if you want to find out, there are two principal solutions. Two principal solutions will be there. So one will be easy to calculate. The next one, for calculating the next one only, we need these three steps, and any one of these three. Okay, let's check through an example. Sin x is equal to 1 by 2. The same previous example we are taking. Sin x is equal to 1 by 2. We want to go for two principal solutions, or two principal values. It's quite clear. First one we have already calculated before. For a particular angle, sine of that angle is 1 by 2. We know that it is pi by 6. So x is equal to pi by 6 is one solution. Now you can see here, sin x is equal to 1 by 2. It is a positive value. Then we have to check which quadrants the sign will be positive. Quite clear. Two quadrants will be there. Always in two quadrants, the particular trigonometry function will be positive, and also in another two quadrants that will be negative. So here sin x is positive in first quadrant and in the second quadrant. That means first pi by 6 is in first quadrant already, we know, we have calculated. Now the second value will be in the second quadrant. So we have to move from first to second quadrant. What we have to do? We have to do pi minus theta or 180 minus theta. Since here in terms of pi it is there, so just we can use this one, pi minus theta. So the next solution is x is equal to pi minus, what is our theta? Theta is pi by 6. Once again, sin x is equal to 1 by 2. It is in first quadrant. It is a positive. That's why it is in first quadrant, or it is in second quadrant. These two are our principal values, principal solutions, because from these two quadrants only we will get sine function, positive function. One value pi by 6 we have got, that is clearly in first quadrant, because pi by 6 is 30 degree. That is clearly in first quadrant, because up to 90 is in first quadrant. And then another value is in second quadrant. Second quadrant means we have to go with pi minus theta. So pi minus theta is pi by 6. 6 into pi, 6 pi minus pi. 6 pi minus pi is 5 pi by 6. Simple calculation we have to do. Next, one more example. Find two principal values. Sin x is equal to minus 1 by 2. Just to check. Previously it was sin x is equal to plus 1 by 2. Now it is minus 1 by 2. What do we have to do? Quite simple. Just keep this minus outside. No need to think of this minus first. So x is equal to 1 by 2. For that we know the solution. For a particular angle, sine of that angle is 1 by 2. Which angle it is? It is pi by 6. We have calculated there. So here now you have to check sin x is equal to minus 1 by 2. This is negative. Sine is negative. Sine is negative in which two quadrants? Sine is negative in third quadrant as well as in the fourth quadrant. So third quadrant, if you want to go, x is equal to pi plus pi by 6. Because we have calculated pi by 6 value. Third quadrant, pi plus pi by 6. 6 into pi, 6 pi. 6 pi plus 1 by 7 pi. 7 pi by 6 will be getting. Normal LCM we have taken. So now we are in third quadrant, because third quadrant sine is negative, and also in fourth quadrant also sine is negative. So fourth quadrant, if you want to go, what we have to do? 2 pi minus theta we have to do. So x is equal to 2 pi minus our theta is pi by 6. So 2 pi minus pi by 6. 6 into 2, 12. 12 pi minus pi. 12 pi minus pi is 11 pi by 6. So these two are our principal values. Next, we will be discussing how to find the general solution. Previously, we have discussed how to find the principal solution. There are two principal solutions will be there that we have discussed. Now we are going to discuss how to find the general solution. Here also 3 plus 2, 5 points we have to remember. Sin x is equal to sin y. This is the first thing. Means if the trigonometric equation is in this format, sin x is equal to sin y. Second one is cos x is equal to cos y format. Then tan x is equal to tan y format. These three statements we have to learn first. Okay, sin x is equal to sin y format, cos x is equal to cos y format, tan x is equal to tan y format. If sin x is equal to sin y implies the general solution x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 the whole power n into y. This is the answer, n pi plus minus 1 the whole power n into y. Remember. Then if cos x is equal to cos y means x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus y. 2n pi plus or minus y. And if tan x is equal to tan y format means x is equal to n pi plus y. So remember these three statements very carefully. Sin x is equal to sin y means the general solution is x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 the whole power n into y. If cos x is equal to cos y format means x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus y. And tan x is equal to tan y means x is equal to n pi plus y. You can see here all the solutions we are having an n. N belongs to the integer number set. Then another two additional statements we have to learn. Sin x is equal to 0 format that we have already learned, that is x is equal to n pi. Another one is cos x is equal to 0 implies x is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. These two we have already learned but just recalling only here. Here all these cases n belongs to z, means the integer number set. So let's take an example. Sin x is equal to 1 by 2. Sin x is equal to 1 by 2 means we can write it as sin x is equal to, quite familiar this one now, because previously also we have discussed. Sin pi by 6 is 1 by 2. So we have written as sin pi by 6. You can see here sin x is equal to sin y format. First statement we can take. So the general solution will be x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 the whole power n into y. Here our y is pi by 6. So x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 the whole power n into pi by 6. So this is our general solution. Let's begin the exercise problems. First question, find the principal and general solution of the following equations. Tan x is equal to root 3. So first question, tan x is equal to root 3. Before going for solving this one, this type of one diagram we have to keep it in your mind, or simply you can draw and keep it in your book. It's not a problem. Whichever method you want to go with, then that is your choice. Because if you want to draw and keep, just draw it, or you can just simply write down from your memory, then that is also fine. So it's not mandatory that you have to draw and keep. And tan x is equal to root 3. There is a value of x, tan is root 3. That we know that tan 60 is root 3. We know that tan 60 degrees is root 3. Here 60 degree I have mentioned because calculating with the degree will be quite familiar for us, for you as well, because we have learned in class 10 these 0 to 90 degree values. So let's try with that. If you feel this is difficult for you, then go with pi by 3. It's not a problem. 60 means pi by 3. So tan 60 is root 3. Now here tan is positive. You can see here tan x is equal to root 3. There is no negative sign, so it is positive. Then you have to check from here in which quadrant tan is positive. Always in two quadrants this tan one trigonometry function will be positive. Two quadrants it will be negative. So tan x, if you take first quadrant positive, all are positive, and the third quadrant tan is positive. So tan is positive in first and third quadrant. So value in first quadrant is 60 degree. Quite clear, 60 degrees between 0 and 90. First quadrant means 0 to pi by 2 means 0 and 90. Between 0 and 90. So first quadrant value is 60 degree. Then value in third quadrant we know that 180 plus theta. So 180 plus 60, 180 plus 60 is 240 degree. So both answers we have got now. The principal values or principal solution we have got, one is 60 degree, another one is 240 degree. Two values will be there. But this is in degrees. We have to convert it into radians. Just to multiply with the pi by 180. So when you multiply with the pi by 180, there is a 60 common is cancel. We can, this is 3 times. So we'll be having the answer as pi by 3. Then Next is 240, we can convert into radians, 240 into pi by 180. So here also the calculation we can do. There is 0, 0 we can cancel, and 18, 6 if you cancel 3 times, and here 24 means 4 times. So you will be getting the answer as 4 pi by 3. So x is equal to 4 pi by 3. So these are our answers. Here what I have done is I have taken in degrees and converted into radians. It's not a problem, as we have discussed in the examples. There was another method. Directly we can go with the radians and you can use these terms and calculate the principal values. Then we have to go for the general solution. General solution, when we check tan x is equal to root 3, that means we can write it as tan x is equal to tan pi by 3. So we know that root 3 means tan 60 is root 3. We know that, we have already written that. Tan 60 is root 3. Tan 60 in terms of radians, it is pi by 3. So tan x is equal to tan pi by 3. This is in the format tan x is equal to tan y format. So tan x is equal to tan y format means x is equal to n pi plus y, where n element of z. So here x is equal to n pi plus y. Y is this one, pi by 3. So n pi plus pi by 3, where n element of z. So this is our general solution. On to the second question. Find the principal and general solution of the equation sec x is equal to 2. That is our second question. So as before, let's take these things a little short on the diagram. First quadrant all, second quadrant sine, third quadrant tan, fourth quadrant cos and sec. Then theta, 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, 360 minus theta. No need of much explanation here because we are familiar with it. Then sec x is equal to 2. Here the steps also I have reduced. We have nicely explained the first question. So the second question, original format we are going, okay, reducing the steps. Sec x is equal to 2. Sec x, instead of sec x, we can taking or dealing with the cos is better for us. So sec reciprocal is cos. That way you write, that is better. 1 by cos x is equal to 2, because sine, cos and tan, that three terms are convenient for us. Other trigonometric functions you have to bring back to the sine, cos or tan format. Here sec, it is reciprocal of cos. So 1 by cos x is equal to 2. Then cos x is equal to, just to take the reciprocal. Reciprocal means cos x by 1. Here will be coming as 1 by 2. So cos x is equal to 1 by 2 we have got. Then we know that cos 60 is 1 by 2. You should be very familiar with the table of values. Here each and every question we cannot simply draw the table and find out the answer from that. It is not possible and practically impossible even in the examination. So the values must be familiar by now. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Then cos is positive in the first and fourth quadrant. Here cos is 60, 1 by 2 we have got. Cos x is 1 by 2. It is a positive value and we have to find out in which quadrant cos is positive. Cos is positive in the first quadrant, means here all are positive, and in the fourth quadrant also. So cos value in first quadrant is 60 degree. Whatever we have got first answer, that is 60 degree. Clearly it is in the first quadrant because first quadrant is between 0 and 90. Then we have to go to fourth quadrant, that is 360 minus theta. Value in the fourth quadrant is 360 minus 60. 360 minus 60 is 300 degree. So both the principal values we have got. Then we have to convert this one into radians. That is what we have to do. So x is equal to 60 degree. Then x is equal to 60 into radians. Just multiply pi by 180. Then here as before, just 60 and 180 we can cancel. 60 and 180 cancelling time, we will be getting 3. So the answer is pi by 3. Then again we have to go with the 300. We have to convert it into radians. That is pi by 180 we multiplied. And when you multiply pi by 180, just go for the cancellation. That is here 0, 0 cancel. And here 6 times with 3. And here it is 10 times. Again we can cancel. This is 2 cancelling time, 3 will go. And here it is 5 will be coming. So we will be getting the answer as 5 pi by 3. So this is the principal values, x 5 by 3 and x 5 pi by 3. Then we have to go for the general solution. General solution means cos x is equal to 1 by 2 is written. So this 1 by 2 we have to replace. That is cos x is equal to cos pi by 3 we have to write. Pi by 3 means we know that it is 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So here directly we are doing with the radians. Instead of 60 we will be putting pi by 3. That's all. So this is in the format cos x is equal to cos y format. The general solution is 2n pi plus or minus y. 2n by plus or minus y. Remember, if you don't know this formula, you cannot write the answer. So you need to by heart this one very clearly. So 2n pi plus or minus y. Here y is root 3. Sorry, pi by 3. Y is pi by 3. So x is equal to 2n by plus or minus pi by 3, where n element of z. This is the general solution. Next, we shall discuss question number 3. The question is, find the principal and general solutions of the equation cot x is equal to minus root 3. First of all, just to draw this diagram and keep it on the right corner so that it is easy for us to write the answers. Cot x is equal to minus root 3. That is what the given equation. Little bit of calculation. Cot x means 1 by tan. 1 by t I am writing. Okay, 1 by tan is equal to minus root 3. So here what I am going to do is this tan I am bringing to the right side and minus root 3 I am bringing to left side denominator. So 1 divided by minus root 3 is equal to tan I am taking to the right side, that is t will be coming, t means tan. So I will be getting the answer as tan x is equal to minus 1 by root 3. I have done here tan x is equal to minus 1 by root 3. So we know that tan 30 is 1 by root 3. From the trigonometric table, we will get a tan 30 is 1 by root 3. But here you see tan x is negative for us. So tan x negative means you have to see this table in which two quadrants tan is negative. It is quite clear here tan is negative because here sine and cosec is positive. And here also tan is negative because here cos and sec is positive. So the value of x will be in second or fourth quadrant, whether either it is here or here. Sorry, both here only in the second quadrant as well as in the third quadrant, the value of x will be. So second quadrant means 180 minus theta, that is the second quadrant calculation. 180 minus theta means our theta we have calculated here 30. So 180 minus 30 is 150, and in fourth quadrant it is 360 minus theta. That means 360 minus 30, that is 330 degree. The answers are here, but this is in degrees. We have to convert it into radians. That is the work we have to do. So principal solution, x is equal to 150. 150 into pi by 180. It will be converted into radians. So what we have to do is here 0, 0 we can cancel, and with 18, 3 if you cancel, it is 6 times, 6 3s are 18, and here 5, 5 3s are 15. So the final answer will be 5 pi by 6. Then another one is x is equal to 330. 330 means it is just to multiply with the pi by 180, it will be converted into radians, pi by 180. So what we can do is just cancel here 0, here also 0. And here with we can cancel 3 6 times, and here if you cancel 11 times. So we'll be having the answer as 11 pi by 6. That is the answer for 330 degree. When we convert this one into radians, we'll be getting as 11 pi by 6. Next we have to go for the general solution. General solution, tan x is equal to minus 1 by root 3. That is what we have got. That is tan x is equal to tan minus 1 by root 3. Minus 1 by root 3 means the value of x is in the second quadrant or fourth quadrant. Second quadrant or fourth quadrant means 150 or 330. So I am taking the first one. 150 means 5 pi by 6. That is what it is written. 5 pi by 6. Please don't take this 30 because it is positive 1 by root 3. So 5 pi by 6 we have to take because it is in the second quadrant. The value will be in the second quadrant because it is negative. So tan x is equal to tan 5 pi by 6. This is in the form tan x is equal to tan y. The general solution is n pi plus y. So we can write the general solution. X is equal to n pi plus y. Y is 5 pi by 6, where n element of z. Move on to the fourth question. Find the principal and general solution of cosec x is equal to minus 2. As before, just to draw the diagram. Given cosec x is equal to minus 2, cosec means 1 by sin x is equal to minus 2, and we take the reciprocal, means sin x by 1, this will be coming as minus 1 by 2. Sin x by 1 is sin x is equal to minus 1 by 2. Just to take the reciprocal here. Or else just you can go for cross multiplication also. Bring this one here, this one back to the denominator. So sin x is equal to minus 1 by 2. And we know that sin 30 is 1 by 2. We know that the value of sin 30 is 1 by 2. So, but here sin x is negative. Sin x is negative means sin is negative in third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Sin is negative in third and fourth quadrant. Means third quadrant, if you want to come 180 plus theta, our theta is 30. So 180 plus 30 is 210. and if you want to go to the fourth quadrant, it is 360 minus theta. So 360 minus 30, that is 330 degree. Convert this one into radians. X is equal to 210. 210 into pi by 180. Just cancel 0 0 here, and 18 if you cancel 3 6 times, and here it is 7 times. So you'll be getting the answer as 7 pi by 6. And right side there is 330 is there in degrees, converted into radians, multiply with the pi by 180. As before, when we cancel 0 0 we can cancel, and here 18 6 times, and here 3 11 times. So we'll be getting as 11 pi by 6. So these are the principal values. And when we go with the general solution here, cos sin x is equal to minus 1 by 2 is there. So this one we have to change. So minus 1 by 2 means it is sin 7 pi by 6 we can take. So sin x is equal to sin 7 pi by 6. Then why we are taking 7 pi by 6? Because it is a negative, that's why. So 7 pi by 6 is in third quadrant. That's why we have taken that value. This is in the format sin x is equal to sin y. Then the general solution is n pi plus minus 1 the whole power n into y, where n element of z. That is x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 the whole power n into, just to substitute y. Y is 7 pi by 6. So this is our general solution. Dear students, today we have discussed the trigonometric equations and its principal solution and general solution. I request all the students to go through these formulas and problems. While practicing, if you have any doubt, please note it and keep. We will discuss it during the discussion session. Thank you for watching.